So we can start now. Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see, the price of Bitcoin after showing this retracement around this 19,700, 19,800, we are seeing this movement here towards this upper line area from this descending broadening wedge. And if you also look at the descending broadening wedge, we have an inverse head and shoulder playing out parallelly. So what to expect next? Will this inverse head and shoulder and also this descending broadening wedge is going to play out next for Bitcoin? If you want to find out what exactly could be unfolding next, then do watch it till the end. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on guys, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So starting this year in a 4-hour time frame, I am going to keep it very simple like always, because we know this continuation pattern, this inverse head and shoulder, this descending broadening wedge is playing out perfectly. So for us right now, what is the most important resistance is this neckline from this inverse head and shoulder, right? This neckline from the inverse head and shoulder is one of the most important line for us at this current stage, and also the upper line area from this descending broadening wedge. So if the price of Bitcoin here in the medium short term does somehow manages to break above this 21,100, 21,200 and flip it into support, then this trend continuation could be happening and the price of Bitcoin could be getting gravitated at least towards the top of this descending broadening wedge before choosing an actual trend direction. The reason why I'm actually expecting the price of Bitcoin could see this movement at least towards this 23,000 range before choosing a trend direction is because we also had a very similar scenario playing out here in past price action. If you simply look at this one example in a downtrend, when the price of Bitcoin was also forming this descending broadening wedge, you can see very clearly guys, the price here was also in a downtrend. We formed this inverse head and shoulder, just like what we are witnessing in our case, inverse head and shoulder, and also descending broadening wedge. So this descending broadening wedge or inverse head and shoulder did play out, but before playing out, what happened? Price showed this range bound, and only after days of consolidation we finally came to the target area. I mean the top of this descending broadening wedge before breaking here to the downward direction. So what could be also unfolding in our case is a very similar scenario to this. I mean more of a consolidation in this manner, price also testing the target line and then breaking here to the downward direction. So this is what I personally think could be playing out here in immediate short term for Bitcoin. The reason why I am actually expecting more of a range bound price showing this fake out could even go around this 24,000 before again breaking into the downward direction. Because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I made it very clear. The price of Bitcoin has always found a strong support whenever we have tested the support around this 200 SMA. Each and every time you can see the price tested the support around this 200 SMA. After that, we have started this new impulsive price movement. But in our case, the price failed to find support at the 200 SMA and now we are clearly below it. So that's why the same line, right? The same line which previously acted as a support could be acting as a resistance. So that's why to test this resistance first, the price of Bitcoin must see this retracement towards this 200 SMA. So that's why this 200 weekly SMA, which is lying around 22,400, is going to be our immediate price target for Bitcoin. And beside this example, what I also want to include into this video is this downward continuation or a bearish continuation pattern. This bearish continuation pattern is playing out in a daily time frame. I just showed you this bullish continuation pattern, which is in a 4-hour time frame, but in a daily time frame, this is a very interesting price movement, because we have seen each and every time the price of Bitcoin has started this actual downtrend, what has unfolded before this actual downtrend started, we have always showed this consolidation, even started to follow this ascending channel. But as soon as we broke the support, the lower line support from this ascending channel, we started this downward price movement. Again, another similar scenario unfolded. Bear flag, price was following this ascending channel. As soon as we broke the support from this lower line area, we started this downward price movement. So that's why to avoid this, what we want the price of Bitcoin to do is to break above this resistance around 22,400, 22,500, and also break the actual resistance which is lying around 24,700, because we know this 24,700 is the resistance from the CPR line. So that's why if we do manage to come across this 24,700 range, right around this area, breaking above this resistance line here, then we are going to invalidate this bearish scenario and price of Bitcoin could be heading towards this 30,000 range. But remaining below this 24,700, even 22,400 is a sign of weakness. So as long as we are going to remain below it, we have to be very, very careful, because we don't want another similar scenario to play out just like here. More consolidation and finally breaking here to the downward direction. And beside this example, why am I expecting a very, very strong resistance between this 22,400 to 24,700 range for Bitcoin? Because we know around that area, we also have resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, because this Williams alligator indicator in a downtrend has always been a very, very strong line of resistance. So if we are going to see an actual breakout, price breaking out from this 24,700 resistance line, breaking out from this 200 weekly SMA 22,400 range, then we could be also breaking above this Williams alligator indicator, which will indicate a trend reversal type of scenario. So that's why we are desperately waiting for price to break this certain resistance before calling it an actual trend reversal. Because if you look at the MACD could be slowly showing us this bullish crossover. RSI line right now is also heading towards this 50 line, which is a very good sign. So maybe here in the medium short term, after some consolidation, we could actually see some sort of a relief rally type of scenario playing out for Bitcoin. But for this relief rally to take it seriously, first we have to overcome some obstacle, as I've been very clear with you guys. So the reason why I'm not confident to say that this could be an actual trend reversal, or even after this price retracement up to 70-75%, the price has bottomed, is because we know in a bigger frame, we are still inside this Wyckoff's market cycle. Now, before I talk about this other chart, I just want to make you aware, Bybit is organizing this event, WSOT, Race to the Next Level, with a prize pool up to 8 million USDT. I am taking part. If you want to be part of my community and trade along with me, then do join this squad. Because if you join as a squad member, then they will ask you to write the name. Which squad leader are you going to choose? So if you want to choose me as a squad leader, then our group name is Piranha. Piranha, because you know, Piranha never hunts alone. So that's why I chose this name. So if you want to be part of the Piranha community, then do join it here. It's a very, very simple process. The link is provided in the description down below. We have talked about this scenario plenty of time in my videos, but now if we look at this Wyckoff's market cycle, where are we? We could be showing this small relief rally type of scenario before starting this actual downward price movement, and also forming this actual consolidation before starting this new market phase. Because for this Wyckoff's market cycle to end, what we need is a proper accumulation phase. So the area where we are finding ourselves right now, this is here, right? This is the small relief rally what we are witnessing here, because we know the capitulation phase had just started, and also according to this Wyckoff's market cycle, to form an actual market phase in this manner, we need a proper accumulation phase. So that's why this accumulation phase could be months, even year of accumulation phase. I've been very clear about this one. So that's why we want the price of Bitcoin first to show us an actual accumulation phase here, a proper accumulation phase, before starting this new market phase and before calling it an actual trend reversal. So this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then do destroy the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.